All right, let's now move on to BigMint. Now, we're tracking steel sector's key commodities. Now, Nishtha Mukherjee Sinha from BigMint is joining us. And hi, Nishtha. First up, India is imposing a definitive anti-dumping duty on met coke imports for 5 years. How effective will this be in protecting domestic producers if imports continue to remain competitive?
Yes, very correctly pointed out that government has notified definitive anti-dumping duty on imports of low ash met coke, which is less than 18% ash, originating or exported from the 6 countries: Australia, China, Colombia, Indonesia, Japan, and Russia. This is against the the final determination that was concluded by the DGTR, which stated that yes, the dumped imports were causing material injury to the domestic industry. In H1 2026, we saw imports increasing very sharply in India, and in last couple of months, we have seen a bit slowdown because of higher prices. Going forward, we expect this to normalize.
All right, met coke imports, they have surged almost 44% year on year to 2.91 million ton in H1 current year 26. Now, despite trade protection, all of this has happened. Now, what is driving the continued preference for imported coke among steel makers?
So imports rose because of the imported material had better benefits both in terms of cost as well as quality over the domestic supply. Additionally, the higher hot metal production in India, the increased pig iron exports from India, and expanding Indonesian met coke capacity were the key factors which overall resulted in increase in import volumes to India. Just to go by numbers, India's hot metal production increased to 48.3 million tons in H1 2026 from 47.1 million tons in the corresponding period last year. Export demand increased sharply because it can be quantified from numbers that India's pig iron exports rose to 0.46 million tons in H1 from just 0.1 million tons in the same period last year. And most of the shipments were done to US, and US since continues to rely on imported pig iron. So imported met coke requirements fetched the benefits or under the advance authorization scheme, which overall resulted in increase in imports.
All right, Nishtha, now Indonesia's met coke shipments to India have jumped 165% to 2.09. And how sustainable really is Indonesia's dominance in this coke import market?
So Indonesia's met coke production is largely dominated by the Chinese investment enterprises, and we have seen significant increase in their output in last year also, which is being continued this year as well. So there have been rapid capacity additions in Indonesia and the coking coal resources that they have with low ash sulfur content. So that also makes suitable for blending and gives them advantages over it. And going forward, we expect Indonesia to strengthen its position further in the global met coke export market.
Domestic met coke production grew only 6% to 26.8 million ton compared to the much faster growth in the imports. Now, is domestic capacity and quality sufficient to replace imported material?
So the domestically produced ash content, which raises the blast furnace operating costs. On the other hand, if we talk about the imported met coke, so that remains a preferred source because of efficient blast furnace operations and consistent hot metal quality. So the competitiveness of Indonesian suppliers extends beyond scale, and Chinese operators have also developed advanced coal blending techniques using a wider range of coking coal grades, so which also adds to the benefits and gives a wide range of offerings of met coke.
Okay, Nishtha, thank you very much for joining us on ET Now.